In today's world, you have a rabbi like this, that's right in front of me, that is willing to tell the truth. In today's world, you can't find too much of the truth, unfortunately, and one of the main reasons is because we live in a world that is politically correct. Unfortunately, politically correct doesn't make people do tshuva. Doesn't make people do tshuva. Why doesn't it make people do tshuva? Because when you're politically correct, you worry too much about people's feelings. Now, if I came here and I told you, listen, you're all tzaddikim, everything is fine, no one needs to do anything, just give a little tzedakah and everything's fine. Everyone's going to leave, say, wow, he has a very good business, and you're going to go back to your life and nothing's going to change. But if I'm going to tell you what God said, and what God said is a little bit different. What God said is a little bit different than what most people say. What God said is a little harsher. What God said is a little stronger language than everyone's tzaddikim. God told us last week's parasha, Im bechukotai telechu. He said, if you walk with my mitzvot, meaning if you take my laws everywhere with you, meaning that when you go on vacation, God has to be with you, you have to be religious. When you're home, you have to be religious. When you're in your business, you have to be religious. What does it mean, being religious? Being religious means you have to have yirat shamayim. It's the foundation of religion is to have yirat shamayim. Know that Hashem is watching you at all times. Shiviti Hashem negdi tamid. Now, if you really believe that Hashem is watching everything that you're doing, we'd act a little different. But my story doesn't start with religion. My story doesn't start with the truth. I wasn't as fortunate as your rabbi over here. My story starts with Alma de Shikra, the world of lies. Now, the world of lies is very interesting because the whole time you're in it, you think it's the truth. I was surrounded by people that were not willing to tell the truth like your Rav, but they liked money. I had a lot of it, which I'll tell you how I got it. And for many, many years, they came, they collected, and they said nothing. And it cost me a lot.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.